Harmonic start, remember. Only the top two go when the lights go out. Right, away we go. In the Broadway, the 2013 Classic. I really did enjoy testing this, honestly. The fact that it didn't have all the nonsense, all the advanced flags, all the extra grip with suspension or spoilers or anything. People pointed out that it is very similar to the Stafford. Like, yeah, that's absolutely right. Oh, what? I don't know what happened there. We got some demon drag. I mean, I said it was going to be messy. I didn't expect it to be that messy. And not on the first lap. That's why we chose the Broadway, because it's quite slow. I think it's going to get messier as the race goes on, just through the nature of the track. Alright. Cheetah Classic. This is where it's going to be tricky, when there's quick cars coming up against slower cars on these fast sections. But yeah, this is the track that was on the community verified live stream, the very first one from the new system, PS5 creation. Already being put on Project Homecoming, and hey, we're going to do a random race around it because very good track. Hopefully it works out not too badly from a cleanliness, crashiness perspective. I'm not too hopeful. I did say on that community verified live stream that it would be good for a random all, but there are chances for it to cause issues, so we'll see. Panto, here we go. Don't hit me, 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 don't hit me. Bloody hell. That was going to be a hit if I didn't back off in that corner. Started well with the Cheetah Classic, but Panto's not a quick one. Could get plenty of laps, less than a minute. Plenty of different cars in this one, less than a minute per lap. It's a Homer Coupe, another Drug Wars DLC car. God, the Drug Wars DLC's been so bad with the drip feed. I think it's got to be in the top 5 worst DLCs, just because of the drip feed. Arena Wars, the all-time #1 worst DLC in my opinion. But Drug Wars specifically for the drip feed, not even to do with the content. This has been an alright lap up into the top 10. It's a Hummer Coupe, scything through all the crashes. Wow, okay, the Boer. We are getting all the Drug Wars cars. Started with one, obviously, but out of 5 cars, 3 of them have been from the latest DLC. Yeah, check out the community verified live stream videos if you haven't already. Community verified program has started back up again. You can submit your own creations or find creations from other people. This was one of them, and damn sight better than the Rockstar Community Series jobs. Although they are taking some tracks from the old community verified program. Recent 2 race editions, Beach Bum. That was a community verified track 6 years ago. So Rockstar are just 6 years behind our own program for showcasing good tracks. But the other one, that castle top or whatever, oh god, atrocious. So bad. That one, I don't know where they found that from. So it's a mixed bag with Rockstar's community job showcases, but with the community verified program from us and the live streams every month, you're always going to get good tracks. I might lose. Oh, that was not the best side to go. I was just going to say I think I might lose a top 10 position on this, but we managed to survive the last. Ooh. Can go straight past the Mr. Tasty. There's 8th back again. Good engine sound. That's Broughy's good track guarantee. Yeah. Community verified program. The showcases once a month in the videos. Guaranteed to see some good tracks. There's 15 tracks every video. You're gonna see some good ones. I gotta be careful. I'm doing what I wish other people would do and be very careful when it comes to overtaking in a quicker car. Oh, there's a Ron car. When we had that race with all the Ron liveried vehicles, I did obviously a little bit of a math to figure out how unlikely that was in that video, and I put the details in the description. Oh, rip this there was like 1 in, I don't know, 2,500 chance to get so many Ron vehicles in that random all race. But then I did it based on getting at least 1 Ron liveried car, and it was something like 95% chance. So it's actually very unlikely to do a random all race these days because I've got so many Ron liveries. It's actually very unlikely for me not to get a Ron liveried car in a random all race. So we'll have to keep our eye out for a random all in the future. If I never get a Ron liveried vehicle, that's actually quite a rarity. It all changes, obviously, the percentages depending on the number of laps in the race, but yeah, it's actually quite rare not to get at least 1 Ron livery car. Well, I've got about 60 of them or something almost now. Top 5 back. Damn, it's really closing in with the top group. The lead is only just up front. In fact, the top like 6 or 7 are all super close. This was one of the closest random all races for a long time in the first 10 minutes of the race. Hey, there's another Ron livery. There's crashes going on. See, I knew it would be messy. I'm just trying to keep my nose clean. Straight past all of them. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Friggin' Torero. Oh, I'm in the lead. That was the pass for the lead. I didn't even realize. Oh, the Torero. I friggin' love it, man. That was a good pass for the lead. Just keeping my nose clean. Put my G9 to go down. Some distance. Let's go. We're only 10 minutes into the race. We know how random alls can be. It can all change, so I've got to enjoy it while I'm here. I've got to enjoy being in the lead while I can. It doesn't happen very often these days anymore. Even just being in the lead at some point in the race. ardent, beautiful car. Getting a lot of really nice cars. Not technically a Drug Wars DLC car, but it was the Drug Wars DLC that allowed it to be raceable in vanilla, so... Very nice. I'm enjoying myself in a random all race. That's a rarity. Getting some cars that I like in good positions. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. No! Oh, I better just respawn. See, this is why it's good to just immediately respawn when you crash, because then that doesn't happen. If he'd respawned immediately, I wouldn't have crashed into him. And I wouldn't now be down in third. I would have still lost the lead on this lap, to be fair, but... Good old Benson. Thanks, Benson. It could be worse. I could be in a dozer or something. There's so many worse vehicles, but I needed to not really have that crash. Well, I did enjoy it. I was having a good time. You gotta take the bits of enjoyment when you can, and I did. Now I'm almost back out of the top 10 again from one lap. Ouch. Averaging 47, 46 second laps. And that was 30 seconds beyond that on its own. Not so right. Ah, there's top 10. You never know. There's still half of the race still to go. It seems like nobody's running away with it. It's quite close. So it could all change again. I'm enjoying myself, he says 10 seconds before disaster strikes. I know, right? It's classic. Ben, son of a bitch. No. No. I knew he was in a drift car, but I thought I'd be able to make it. I didn't expect him to go quite as drastically drifting out as much as he did there. I think we can safely say any potential I had of winning the race that we might have been thinking when I was in the lead is gone at this point. Lucky to finish in the top 10, I think. It's amazing how it can change like that, to go from, you know, leading so substantially to then potentially being outside of the top 10. It's the beauty of a random all, I suppose, but Alright, let's get back on track. Coquette. Still 10 minutes to go. I'm only 40 seconds back. Oh, there is someone running away with it now. Actually, he's 20 seconds ahead of everybody else. I'm 20 seconds back from second place, but 40 seconds back from the leader. I'm actually close to being lapped. Now that I've noticed it on the map. Nothing you can do though, it's all about the cars that you get. I think I was only in such a good position because I kept it clean and other people weren't in the early stages. Kind of stretched out a little bit now and the bad cars have given me their issues. Get back on track, he says. I got one lap of a coquette. That's all I got. Straight back down to the Chino. Again, it could be worse. I could be getting drift cars and drag cars and tractors and unholy trinity cars. This randomly generated livery has really got it right today. I'm back in the top 10. I've gained a position to get to 9th, but I'm about to lose a position to this Rapid GTE. So I'm still only just in the top 10. Third of the race. The leader is basically just behind me, a couple of corners behind, so I feel like the top 10 would be a result. If I get some luck, I might get a top 5. The win is gone at this point, I'm sure. Let's see. Gotta be careful in those situations. Better to just brake rather than end up taking them out. The lawnmower. Unfortunate. Stinger GT is just the Stinger and the Stinger GT are such good cars. Depending on what the leader gets, I might get lapped on this lap. Ratum's alright. The leader's in a bit of traffic though behind. Sure, the best S. We might be alright this time. I'm sort of counting down now to when I'm going to get lapped. I can stay on the lead lap and finish in the top 10. I guess that's going to be a good result. You wouldn't think I'd been in the lead at one point. I just had that Ratum. Come on, get me away. No! Okay, now I'm a lap down. God damn it. I think I don't know what that was, whether it was me lag hitting him and then him, like, it just, you know, the car reacted and pulled over to the side, or it was whoever was on the very left of the three of us who came over, you know, I don't know. Either way, it was quite unfortunate. Now I'm a lap down from even second place. It's quite the fight for the lead, actually. The top two are pretty close. Oh! I gotta not hit people. That's exactly what I've done. I thought I could squeeze through. There's nowhere to use the boost, really. Oh, I can't get through. There we go. It's not going to make much of a difference getting one of the fastest cars on the server. It's better to get average cars and no slow cars than bad cars and one fast car. Ah, 10. Put it right. Carry the speed through though, maybe. Hey, we're almost back into the top 10. We're almost back on the lead lap, actually. Leader's just up front. Yeah, that perennial lap wasn't even my fastest. There's only so much you can do with the traffic. Still 3 minutes to go. Yeah, it is kind of weird that the start... Oh, really? Really? Of course. Yeah, it is kind of weird that the start-finish line isn't where the start-finish straight is, essentially. Like, that's just a prop with the grid spots, but I think the start line itself, like the starting checkpoint, is further around the lap. So that's why we're changing cars further around the lap, or what it feels like it's further around the lap. But that's the creator who did that of the original track. I think I noticed that when we played it on the community verified stream as well. We've got these props, but this isn't where the start finish checkpoint is for some reason. Probably should be. Yeah, I did really use up all my good luck in the first 10 minutes. The first 10 minutes were beautiful. But you can't win a 25-minute race in the first 10 minutes. People in this race, we'd have the perfect number. 13 out of 22. We're almost there. Yeah, it might be the curvature of the track that stops the start grid getting placed in. I remember when we did the drag cars race, the Peyote Gasser was the best one. For anyone screaming at the screen throughout the entire race who didn't watch the community verified showcase, there are slow down strips on the wall ride there, so you can't do the wall ride. I bet there's going to be, because I've only mentioned that at the end, I bet there's going to be so many comments of people saying, I didn't need wall ride on that section. to do it last lap. Is this going to be the last lap? I think it will be the last lap. I mean, I can try. I'm going to get a slowdown, but VSTR, I've got one position I can gain to be in 13th. There we go. Nope. What a mess. And I still gained the position to be in 13th. Wow, they finished so close together, the top two. Holy moly. Benny put in the chat the rules at the start, harmonic start, no wall rides. I did kind of forget about that. Well, 13th out of 32, almost the magic number. I might have got 12th actually without the wall ride. I was only 2 seconds back. The top two finished 0.2 of a second apart. That's insane. And the top 6 finished 4 seconds apart. That was an incredibly close random all. For a random all, that's remarkable. 0.2 at the end. And 4 seconds between the top 6. 10 seconds between the top 8. Top 10, sorry. Oh no. No, never mind. It was only the top 4 that were on the lead lap. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th.